Let's play chess. I have the night off and my hair's a mess. Tune on in when I'm done. I'm gonna highlight all the games I won. Oh, this will be fun. Hello, everyone. It is your host, Chastity White Rose, and I am still relatively new to the streaming thing, but I've decided that chess is going to be the main thing that I do on Twitch, because chess was made for the internet. Even though chess predates the internet by thousands of years, the internet provides opportunities for people to play chess with people all over the world. It's just such an amazing game. And because it's turn-based and players take turns, it is easier to get into. It's easier to get into because it doesn't require the type of timing that is required in a game, say Tetris. Tetris always has been and always will be my favorite game of all time. But it's not accessible to everyone. And when I say that Tetris isn't accessible to everyone, first of all, you have to have a machine, some computer or cell phone. Actually, don't play Tetris on a cell phone. That's horrible advice. Or a Nintendo Switch. Yes, a Nintendo Switch is a good thing to play Tetris on. But you need an electronic device because Tetris is a video game. Whereas chess, everyone can play chess. Because all you need is a board with pieces to play chess. Therefore, for those of you who are poor, low income, you can still play chess, even if you don't know how to turn on a computer or you don't have one. Therefore, chess is the most accessible game and is the most played board game in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas Tetris is the best video game in the world, in my opinion, of course. So, since this is my show and I'm sharing my opinions, there's going to be a lot of opinions here. Now, if you looked at the title of this stream, you'll notice that it reads, I made a chess variant. And that is because I did make a chess variant. I did. Now, I did something I shouldn't have. I made a chess variant. I'm going to get into this. I need to show you. I can't just tell you. I have to show you. I made a chess variant. I'm going to switch to my desktop and I'm going to just show you how to play this chess variant. Because I have Chess Remix, and Chess Remix is an app you can buy on Steam that not only does it have several chess variants, including regional variants of chess, but you can make your own variants. So I'm about to show you, for the first time, never before seen ever in the world, my chess variant. It is called Anastasia Chess. And the description here is, I made a chess variant where pieces you have lost can be returned to the board. This is like a reverse Crazy House. Anastasia means resurrection. All pieces come back to life, like Jesus. So I made this chess variant and I named it Anastasia because the word Anastasia means resurrection. You can look it up on Wikipedia if you don't believe me. But it is also the name of a person who means very much to me, and who also used to play chess with me on chess.com. But I kept beating them, and I think they stopped playing because they got tired of me winning. Anastasia, if you do listen to this, I hope you will play chess again with me sometime. I really hope so. But with all that being said, I'm going to explain how this works. If you've played Crazy House, you know that the pieces you've captured can be placed back on the board. But in Anastasia chess, If you lose a piece, if you lose one of your pieces that your opponent takes it, you can put it back on the board. So I am going to play a game of this chess variant. And let's put the artificial intelligence on easy. Can I beat the lowest AI? Okay, so it looks like I'm playing white. So I'm going to move my queen's pawn here. They move their queen's pawn. That's super cool. Let's try the queen's gambit. Let's see what happens. Oh, they captured my pawn. Now look at this. This pawn that black captured appeared here. So guess what I can do? Now I can place it right. How about I place this pawn right here? Oh, I dropped the pawn and then they move this pawn. That is so interesting. Let's start getting some of my other pieces moved out here now. Oh, they're going to let me capture the bishop. Let's see what happens. I capture the bishop, and you see what they did? They put that bishop that I just captured back on the board, forking my queen and my bishop. Every time a piece dies, it gets resurrected, like Jesus. So now I have to figure out what to do about this bishop. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to capture it with my bishop. But then it reappears again. So I'll capture it with this bishop. And so no matter how many times I kill the bishop, it's going to keep coming back. So I'm going to capture it. I'm going to sacrifice the queen. Ooh, and then the bishop appears there. And black could have just captured my queen with this pawn. But it didn't, because I think the artificial intelligence of this game is actually smart enough to know that if it does capture my queen reappears elsewhere. So something is wrong here. Something is just so badly wrong. So let's see here. Let's promote this pawn. Okay, that's crazy. So I captured the rook and I promoted the pawn, and then the pawn got captured by the bishop. So what am I going to do about this? I don't know what I'm going to do. This is insane. This is just totally insane, guys. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. I get to move the bishop here and put the king in check. Okay, so the king was in check. The king moved. And then what am I going to do here? I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. Okay, let's put this pawn here. And then the king captures the pawn. Okay, that's great. So now I'm going to capture this pawn with my queen, and this is just weird. This is just so weird. I'm capturing their pieces, and they have the ability to resurrect them, but they're simply not doing it. I mean, I did set it to the weakest AI, so maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put the king in check. Ooh, the knight captured my queen. I missed that. So, but it doesn't matter now, does it? It doesn't really matter very much, because I get to just bring the queen back. No matter how many times the queen dies, it resurrects, like Jesus. Oh, guys, this is great. This is just great. I get to keep reviving the queen here. Yeah, this is funny. So I put the queen there, and then I put the queen. Oh, the AI is slowing down or something like that. I'm not sure what's happening here. And then the king captures my bishop. Then I put the king in check there, but then the pawn captures my queen. Okay, so I need to do something different. How does this game end? Guys, I don't think this chess variant actually ends. The game may go on forever. I actually don't know. I probably should have tested this. Guys, this is wonderful. I think the game is having a hard time keeping up with this. This is insane. Oh, look, we have two bishops on the same colored diagonal. Okay, that's fun. So check. Wait, player one wins? It's checkmate. I checkmated my opponent. See, the king can't move to this square, or here because of the queen, and it can't go here because of the pawn. It can't go here. So the queen, and it can't capture this bishop because it's protected by another bishop. Guys, I just I totally just beat the computer at a game I invented that's Reverse Crazy House, Anastasia Chess. Okay, this is great. This is absolutely this is wonderful. So actually, okay, I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna exit out here. There's a description again here. I'm going to, okay, we're gonna set the AI to the strongest AI possible on Chess Remix, and let's see how this goes. So this time I'm gonna do something different. You guys know, if you follow my channel, you know that I like to do Queen's Pawn openings, right? Queen's Pawn opening is my thing. But to mix things up, let's try King's Pawn 2 squares. This is the most common move in the chess world, is moving King's Pawn 2 squares, because it allows the queen and the bishop here to both go out in the diagonals. But since this is Anastasia chess, since this is a chess variant where the pieces keep reviving, everything is different. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly, guys. I have no clue here. This is insane. So let's see here. How about let's come here, capture the pawn, put the king in check. Then what happens? Oh, then they put the bishop in the way. I'll capture the bishop. And then let's see, the pawn captures my queen. Okay, that's fine. And then I put the queen here and put the king in check again. And then what does black do? It puts that same old bishop there. Now I capture the bishop and the king has to move. The king actually has to move this time because there's no other way out of check. So let's try this again. How about, okay, I'm going to move this pawn out of the way of this bishop. I want to get both my bishops out here and see if I can checkmate my opponent with the strongest artificial intelligence in this game, because I can keep bringing back my queen as many times as I want. That's what's beautiful about this chess variant, is it can go on a really long time apparently, and yet it's still possible to checkmate your opponent. But is it possible to checkmate the opponent on the strongest AI? Probably not. Let's see what happens. You better believe I'm still going to keep trying. Okay, so capture this pawn, put the king in check. The queen will take my queen. I knew it. See, that's just how it goes here. So there we go. So there's that. Put the queen here. I'll put the king in check. The knight will capture my queen. Yeah, that's how it goes. So I need to figure out some kind of different plan, because what I'm doing isn't going to get me to checkmate, or maybe it will. Who knows? Let's see here. I'm going to try just dropping my queen here for no good reason necessarily, but just drop it somewhere and not put the king in check. Then black puts a pawn there. Let's make things more interesting. Let's get the knight into the action. Let's start moving my knights here and see what happens. Oh man. Okay, so here we go. Now let's capture this pawn and put the king in check. And then, okay, there we go. So then there's that, and I'll capture that queen with that pawn. The queen will probably reappear somewhere else. Yep, the queen reappeared there. That's totally fine. Then I'm going to put the king in check and capture that knight at the same time. Okay, and then I need to do something different. Let's put my knight here and put the king in check there. Okay, that's cool. And then let's put this pawn here and put the king in check again. Let's try this. Okay, the king's in check there. And then let's go here and move the bishop here, put the king in check again. What's going to happen here? Ooh, okay, so that's how it is, huh? Well, how about, to make things more interesting, let's come here, let's capture that pawn with the queen, let the pawn take my queen. Okay, then my queen gets to reappear. That's the genius of this, you see, because I know that by sacrificing the queen, I get to drop it back somewhere. So I don't know what's going to happen here. This is actually very funny. I don't even know what's going to happen here, guys. This is just insane. I'm just going to keep dropping things until something works out for me. Yeah, this is great, guys. This is so funny. Oh, and now they just dropped a bishop right there of all places. What is the motivation for this behavior? Okay, now we're going to figure out, where do I want to drop my queen here? Okay, I'm going to drop this queen right here. It's protected by the pawn, so the king has to move. Okay, and then we need to, oh, wait a minute. Look at this, guys. Either one of my pawns protects my queens. The game is calculating. Checkmate. Player one wins. Yeah. Now, wasn't that an exciting game? If that's not an exciting game, I don't know what is. And so here's the thing about this is, okay, let me explain something here. Now, if you look at the rules here for Anastasia chess, absolutely every single thing here is the exact same as chess. Everything, this is a chess variant. It's a variant of chess. So all the rules are the exact same as chess. So here's the thing. There's just one key difference. Drop style. This is the one rule that I changed. Drop style. Pieces can lost pieces. Yeah, drops is lost pieces. Pieces you have lost can be added to the board. So that's the beauty of it, guys, is that basically when you lose a piece, your opponent kills one of your pieces, you get to resurrect it, like Jesus. So I just made the world's dumbest chess variant. So here's the thing. So now you have seen this chess variant. Now I'm going to go back to my camera view so that I can talk about this. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, most people know chess, and a lot of people know Crazy House, the chess variant where when you capture an opponent's pieces, it turns into your color, and then you can drop it back on the board. So in Crazy House, there's an incentive to capture your opponent's pieces, because then you get to use their own pieces against them. But there is one problem with Crazy House. The problem is that if you're playing with a real board and pieces, then pieces don't magically change color. So Crazy House chess is pretty much a computer invention. Now you can play Crazy House chess without a computer. You can. But what you need is two chess sets, because you need an entire extra set of pieces. So you need two chess sets to be able to play Crazy House, because that means that every time, say, white captures one of black's pieces, then white needs to get that same identical piece as a duplicate that's white, meaning ideally you would want to have two identical chess sets that look the exact same, so that you could play Crazy House chess correctly. But most people play Crazy House chess online on a computer over the internet anyway. So you don't need to have any chess sets, technically, to play Crazy House. But Anastasia chess is better than that, because not only can you play on the computer if you set up the rules just right, there's one problem. As far as I know, there isn't a way to play Anastasia chess with somebody else over the internet. As far as I know, there isn't a way to actually do that, unless there is a website that some website itself where you can make these types of variants. But in Chess Remix, you can remix any chess game and make your own variants. You could change the rules of shogi if you wanted to. So Chess Remix is cool, but I don't know very much about how it works. But I knew just enough to change the rules of Crazy House so that the drops were lost pieces instead of captured pieces. So that's how you play it with Chess Remix. But if you have a real chessboard, you only need one. If you have a chess set, you only need one set, because every time you capture one of your opponent's pieces, then to just put that to the side of the board. And then once per turn, each player has the option to either move one of their pieces on the board or to drop one of their lost pieces back on the board. So this is a chess game that anybody playing chess with a real board and pieces can already play, and it only requires one chess set. Now, I am probably not the first person to come up with a concept like this. I'm probably not the first person to come up with this idea. And if I am the first person to ever come up with the idea of a chess variant where you can place your lost pieces back on the board, then hey, I'll be internet mega famous for the rest of my life, and that's super cool.